Hello, I'm back. Welcome to my channel. Sorry I didn't get more glam and cute for y'all, but life has been a little bit hectic. My wife Taryn and I are starting IVF tomorrow. It's a little sooner than we thought. Well, actually, it's exactly when we thought, and then we thought it would be later. Now it's sooner, but basically we call our fertility clinic on the first day of her period, like full flow. We go in, we thought 3 days after that, but they literally were like, okay, great, can y'all come in tomorrow? And of course, we said yes. Quick pause while I take all my pills. If anyone's curious, Lexapro, Parallel for my prenatals. It comes in this cute little box and then has these little packets with all your vitamins ready to go. And then of course, love of my life, the Nue Co pre and probiotic. As always, I have a discount code for these. I have had so many people be like, I just bought them because of you. And I asked them if they used a discount code and they forgot. You can get 20% off all their products. I use their skincare. I'm trying out their new drink soon, which I'll share with y'all. That's like a D-bloat that you put in a drink. And apparently it's really good in like a yummy coffee or a little nighttime mocktail. And I'm gonna need some D-bloat because I have heard the bloating during the egg retrieval process is so out of control. I'll put a link in the description box if you want the Nue Co. Don't forget. Get 20% off. Anyways, where were we? So we are actually going to be staying down in Newport for about a month, which this has been so hectic, but it actually worked out perfectly. And I knew it would. I feel like when I just let life like unfold the way it's meant to, things work out. If you remember back when our wedding venue canceled 2 months before our wedding, 3 months, it was 3 months. Let's not get dramatic. I have this overwhelming sense of calm when crisis happens sometimes because I just feel like I have this knowing that it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. So let me back up. About 2 months ago, our basement flooded. It was an absolute mess and very stressful. I walked Taryn down to the basement. Yes, I know it's very confusing. We have a basement in Southern California. The basement's been doing us dirty. We had very old pipes in our house because our house is very old. It always comes up at really inopportune times. The weekend I was proposing to Taryn, we had our first big leak. It was a mess, but it didn't get in the house. It just flooded the bathroom, which was a bummer because it's also our guest room and my parents were staying there. We had to replace the sewer line from our house out into the street. Fast forward 2 months ago, I walked her down to the basement where she works and I hear a gurgling noise. We open the bathroom door to see our shower flooded with poop water. It was so disgusting. And at first we thought, oh well, it's just in there. We'll call the plumber, we'll get it fixed. And then we realized it had come out, went all under our floorboards and all the way through the basement out our garage. So that was fun. We have been wanting to redo that space. We needed it to be a little more functional for us and our expanding family. So I'm getting to redesign our whole basement, which has been very fun. We have a office, podcast space, spare bedroom, gym, bathroom area down in this little tiny area. But we're so excited. It's gonna be beautiful and amazing. Just not really an expense we were wanting to deal with now. But the reason why I said it worked out perfectly with timing is that we will have people working up here while we're away and we have a friend staying here to keep an eye on everything. So you know what? When the dogs don't have to be here for all the chaos of construction, we don't have to be here for it. And we'll come home to hopefully a brand new, beautiful basement. It's definitely a crazy season in life, so it only felt right to bring you guys along with me. Let's go. Things are finally about to get started. So we need to pick our paint color for this room and the bathroom. Not the vanity in the middle of the room. This has to go because it got water damage on the bottom. We're gonna test a few paints in here. We picked our flooring. None of these are it, but I would say it's between this and this. This is a little too gray and this is a little too red. So it's somewhere in between there. So keep that in mind while we pick a paint color. Let's also not mind the toilet in the corner of the room. Here are the colors wet, so I'm gonna wait till they're dry before I decide, but I really like them. I really want this space to just be neutral paint. We're gonna have white built-ins all in this back wall. This wall is actually going. I guess quick explanation of the space. You come downstairs, this is our basement. There's our little toilet in the corner. We'll not be staying there. This space is going to have a Murphy bed, so it can be our guest room. Taryn's office space is gonna be over here. A little podcasting area for us in here. Once this wall is hopefully down, we're not sure if it's load bearing just yet. This should all be open with more storage on this back wall and gym equipment in here. And a new garage door that has windows to let a little light in. So it's very multi-purpose. So I just want it to feel cohesive and simple and clean. And then we're gonna add color with the furniture. I'm thinking like rich browns, maybe maroons, super cozy, very like fresh and clean, but a little bit moody. Moving on to the bathroom. Oh God. A literal shit show. Toilet is off. It stinks in here. I'm actually scared to go in here because there was a huge spider in that corner yesterday and it's not there anymore. Basically, we painted it green when we moved in. I've never loved this bathroom. It was a quick fix. So we are going to retile everything, put in a shower door, hopefully, because I hate shower curtains. Do a really narrow vanity so that the door can open. I can't really settle on ideas. Initially was thinking like light pinks, reds, cozy, sexy bathroom, but I painted our upstairs bathroom pink, so I don't wanna be too similar. I was thinking just like very neutral, basic, clean, just a nice little powder room, but now I'm thinking a blue. Let me know what you think. I brought a couple blues to test, but I also might just use one of the neutral colors for the wall. I'm also so stuck on tile, so let me know there as well. I really don't know what to do.
It's kind of crazy, brother.
Somebody's very excited to go to the coffee shop. Frank is all hopped up because we just had to clean his ears. He has ear infections, which happen all the time.
He's just a baby.
He's just a baby. So I have to clean them twice a day for 2 weeks and he hates it.
And Riggy wouldn't come into the car until you told her that we were going to coffee.
Oh my God, she was literally refusing to budge, and then Taryn's like, we're going to coffee, and she ran into the car.
She loves coffee.
She loves coffee. Are you happy?
Why do you like it so much here?
Frank, you happy too? Feel how we feel. She's got a stroke.
Well, it's my second day of my period.
Yeah.
Which is like weird because I'm just like.
Yeah, they're like
What's
empty
it
bladder,
called?
take
Free
your tampon
dog?
out.
What's
Free
that
bleed.
called?
Free
I'm free bleeding.
They said undress completely, but I want to keep my sockies on.
You can leave your socks on, honey. They don't need to look at your feet.
What if they want to?
I mean, maybe they might be into something like that. Honey. Get out of here.
Yeah, I'll just go like that.
Yeah, put that back on the vest and take off your pants.
Well, you're filming me.
I feel under your feet. But that goes in there.
Do you want to try it first?
Honey.
He comes in here.
He's at least Frank. Hello. Taryn and I are back from day 1 of IVF. We had to drive all the way out to Newport, which was honestly fine, but we won't have to do that because we'll be staying out there, so that'll be great. They are so efficient. It's a 15-minute appointment.
Yep.
We checked in, we did our whole thing, they immediately took us back. Baby did her,
I took my pants off.
she did a derobe, and then we did an intra-vaginal ultrasound. So they took this little proby thing.
Little.
It was long. Skinny but long. No girth.
Yeah. I'm like, sir, would you mind?
Do you have a bigger one? No! No!
Could you let my wife do it?
Pop that bad boy up there. Was there like lube on it, right?
Yeah, they put like a little
so fast.
condom on it, basically.
I saw that
and then,
because it's like a
some
plastic
lube.
thing that they obviously clean and it's a machine.
Yeah.
But then they put the little safety cleaning thing on. Anyways, they put it up there and we looked at her follicles. And
yeah, they looked good.
the good range is from 10 to 20 follicles.
10 to 20 is average.
And it's also very good because sometimes when you have too many, it could be a sign of PCOS. Just because you have a ton of follicles doesn't mean the eggs in the follicles are great and healthy. So she has a perfect amount. She had 10 on her left side. And then her right side was kind of hard to see because her uterus was blocking it. I counted 5, he said 6. Which I'm gonna trust him over me because I was like, what is this?
What?
So we're looking good. Taryn can get started. So tonight is her first round of shots.
Shots.
Then she got her blood work done, and that's the part I'm scared about, but it was super quick. Taryn's amazing with her blood work.
I love it.
She loves it. She's a freak.
I'm like, tell me about me. What did you learn?
Would you watch it while they do it?
Sometimes. This time I didn't.
I couldn't even watch her.
I watch the blood come out, but I don't watch the stab.
I'll pass out. Oh my
I don't
god.
really watch the stab.
This is our little case I got. I will link everything below. I got this on Amazon. For anyone going through fertility, we got so many little goodies to help us. Tara wasn't feeling well, so I ran to Target and I bought her some like cozy little clothes because we just would need to be super comfortable. And I feel like she's always in leggings and that's just not comfy. So I got her some comfy clothes, and then I ordered them online. She's been wanting like a really nice cozy jelly cat stuffed animal. I found this cute one and I was like, oh, it's little, but like he just looks so cute. So I got him. He's a little tiny bear, he's so cute. And I was like, oh, it'd be nice. She can have like, maybe bring it with her, bring it in the car. And then I thought this next one was gonna be like huge, and I thought this was very funny, but it's so little. It's an egg, because we're gonna get all our eggs out. So I thought it was good luck. But she's so little, so she can't really cuddle with it very much, but he is gonna look over our medicine.
5 seconds.
Tweakers.
Those.
We have to do it by the time the song is over.
All right.
Pull off the pen cap.
Pull off the pen cap. Pull off the pen cap.
Bye, Bubbles. Hello, little needle. Hello, little needle. Hello, little needle in a haystack. Big, big, big. All right, I'm going.
You got it. Tell me when you're in.
2, 3, 4. Oh, you're in.
You did it, baby!
That hurt.
You did it! Honey, you did it! You did it, baby! I'm so proud of you. How you feel? Baby, you just went for it. That was so impressive. Whew. Oh, where do I begin? I'm gonna do a quick little recap of the last few days, and then we're gonna end this vlog so that the next vlog can start on a very positive note. We are leaving all the bad, exhausting energy in the past. As you can see, we're in a new location. We're at our Airbnb in Newport Beach. Saturday around 9 o'clock, we went to take the dogs for a walk, and right before we were leaving, Taryn was like, Ricky's acting funny. And I have to be really careful in these moments because she has health anxiety. I want to take what she's saying very seriously while not making her more nervous. So she's like, does she seem funny to you? And I'm looking at Reagan's, and she was definitely like not being very active and like running around. And she normally is very active first thing in the morning. So she's being like a little bit off, but nothing too wild. So I was like, I don't know, she's probably just waking up. It's okay. We go on the walk, and immediately we notice Ricky is just walking a little funny. She's being a little slow. We walk for about 10 minutes. And during those 10 minutes, we saw the upper part of her leg looked a little swollen, nothing crazy. So we're like, let's get out of here. Let's head home so we can properly assess her and see what we need to do. We get home, and her lower leg now is like very swollen, and I can kind of see there's a spot that looks wet, so I'm assuming at this point that she's just like biting at something. Maybe something bit her when she was running around in the backyard in the morning. So we put her in the car immediately, take her to the vet. This is around 9:30. We get to the vet, and they say they don't have any doctors available, so that we should go to a different location because our vet is like a chain. So we take her to the next location. They take a look at her, and they're worried that it's a snake bite, and they don't have anti-venom. So they tell us we need to take her to an emergency room. Back in the car, onto the third location. They don't think it's a snake bite. After assessing it, there's no like proper puncture wound, but there is a really huge abscess that they need to drain. And the lady said, I'm gonna spare you like the gross details because it is gross. She went to pop it, and she went like this. I wasn't in there because I had to rush home to feed Frank because it's like almost 11 at this point and he hasn't had breakfast. He's probably so confused and stressed out. I rush home, I take care of Frank. I come back and they tell us we can take her home. They say it needs to just drain for the day and we need to bring her back in the morning, come first thing because Sundays are the busiest. So we say, great, we'll be here at 6 a.m. They put some fluid in it to kind of get everything out because if there's bacteria, they thought maybe it was a foxtail or a spider bite and they just need to get everything bad out of it. They were like, it's a pretty big hole. It started as like the size of a quarter. It is bigger now. And she's like, oh yeah, we can put a little bandage over it. We get her home and it is just profusely bleeding out. We're freaking out. I have been as calm as humanly possible up until this point, but I don't do well with gore. I'm holding a compress on it and we're about to switch compresses and I remove my hand and it just everywhere. I lose it. I start bawling. I'm like, our dog's gonna die. Like I feel so crazy. It was so scary. Call them. We're like, is this normal? What is happening? Can we bring her back in? We don't want to put her in the car because if you remember, we went to 3 locations and we kept getting further and further from our house. So it's like a half an hour away from our home. We don't want to put her in the car and put her through that if we don't have to. At first they say, no, that's fine. You're good. You're good. But then we keep changing out her bandage like every hour and it is filled every time. A couple hours later, the doctor calls us and is like, yeah, just let's bring her back in. It really shouldn't be bleeding that much at this point. So we bring her back in with the thought that she's staying overnight to be monitored. And they're kind of like, wait, who told you to bring her back in? She looks great. Through that, we learn, it needs to stay uncovered and it is going to drain, and that is good. She's not bleeding out, it's draining, and we want that. Let it happen. Crate her, do what we gotta do to keep our home not covered, but it's gotta happen. So we bring her home, makes it through the night. First thing in the morning, she's back in the vets. They give her pain medicine, anti-inflammatory, and they fully drain it. And again, we just gotta let it drain. Problem is, we were driving down to Newport on Sunday. So we're dealing with all that. She can't jump, she can't do anything crazy. Literally, they're like outside to go to the bathroom and back in. We're like, this is the most active dog. This is gonna be so hard. And we have another dog. So we kind of like keep them separate. We try to keep Riggy really chill, sleeping on her bed. We drive 2 separate cars to get down here so that they don't have to be on top of each other in the back seat. And we get down here. Then we notice Frank starts acting weird towards Riggins. If you don't know Frank's background, I rescued him. Pretty sure he was used for dog fighting. Regardless of his background, he is very reactive to dogs. We're so confused. He's not really letting Riggs near him. And he's like a grump with her. They're very sibling energy, so he'll like growl at her, never snaps at her, but like they have their little cute relationship. They're good, but it's a different energy. He looks nervous around her like he does around other dogs. And we're like, what is happening? I put a muzzle on him and try to kind of like gently introduce them off leash, but like I'm in between them, and he is clearly uncomfortable. So I'm looking it up. I look on ChatGPT, and it's like, after surgery, your dog is going to smell different because of the injury and because of the anesthesia. A lot of times your other pets might not recognize them. So he's in here thinking we brought a new dog in. He's so confused. There's times where it's clear he knows it's her, and then he'll like get a whiff of her sore that's just open, and you can tell he is nervous. So we're keeping them apart and trying to like not make the situation worse by them fully apart, but stuff in between them, keeping it safe. And that is just adding like another layer of stress. And then our dogs are used to having a backyard. Riggins never pees on a walk. I can probably count on one hand the amount of time she has. Ever since she's been a puppy, she doesn't like to do it. We are in an apartment, it has a beautiful balcony, which is great because we're buying a massive like rainy pad, so worst case she can go in there. So that is me bitching and moaning. And after this, we're wrapping it up. Oh, one more thing, one more bitch and bone. You might be wondering, where's Taryn? She's at her second IVF appointment. She asked if I would stay back because Riggy on our walk seemed to be in a bit of pain. Her pain medication has worn off and she doesn't seem thrilled with how she's feeling. Okay, that's it. That's me done and dusted, as Taryn would say. We're leaving it in the past. Today's a new day. It's gonna be really great. Taryn's on her way home. I can't wait to see her. So I will catch you guys in the next very happy, very positive, baby-focused vlog. I love you guys. Bye.
I'll just keep on moaning and